a few days before the test match, the three of us met and we were wondering, or we were rather expecting a very good contest. And it was until one particular session where the record books were rewritten and India were bowled out for 36, eclipsing their 46-year unwanted record of 42 all out, which happened all the way in England in 1974. But now, India, 36 all out, lost out on the advantage that they had gained after the first innings. Who would have thought a test match can change like this? You talk about winning sessions, but within half an hour, Australia completely stole the advantage from India and romped home to a very comprehensive victory at the end of it. And I've got Wayne Phillips, the former Australia cricketer, with me, Sachin Bajaj from the Global Cricket School. Remember, this review is brought to you and powered to you by the Global Cricket School. We will be talking to you about what happened at the Adelaide Oval. And let me start off first with Wayne. Flipper, you're the one who lives closest to the Adelaide Oval. As I told the others the last time, that you know that place in and out. Did you ever imagine a team would get bowled out for 36 at Adelaide Oval, which is considered a batsman's haven?
Look, it was just amazing how it happened, and all credit to the Australians, the home side. They just grabbed the opportunity and did not give the Indian no dropped catches, no misfields. They ran in and bowled and put it on the right spot right from the first ball of the day. And look, it was just incredible. And look, the Indians were just under pressure the whole time. It got worse and worse and worse. And I was heading into the ground and listening to it on radio, and I thought they were playing a funny, a mock type of radio coverage of it. It was just incredible. It was lovely conditions, beautiful sunny skies, and nothing ridiculous. The pink ball, while still quite hard, there was nothing that would give us any indication that was about to happen, and it did. And it was just incredible. And the Australians, as a result of that, cruised to an amazingly comfortable victory in 2.5 days. Goodness me, the catering was just incredible. There's a lot of fresh stuff lying around if you're wanting it.
Sachin, what do you have to say? I mean, I know you woke up in the morning expecting a good day's contest ahead. We were probably expecting you and watching the game possibly today as well, which is a Sunday. What were your thoughts?
See, it's very interesting. I've been scanning social media, and the kind of uproar that's happened, and I can understand that people are very passionate Indian cricket supporters there, and I mean I put it down to it being a bad day at the office, and I mean it was like yesterday Liverpool beat Crystal Palace 7-0. Every shot at goal went in. Yeah, every ball the Australian ball was doing something, and they put the ball in the right places, and it was their day. It's as simple as that. They could 10 out of 10. 9 out of 9 wickets, and the monster mentality that Justin Langer has got into this Australian team. They were relentless, and they just as Flipper rightly said, the pressure was piled up, and we've had a bad day at the office, and I'll just put it down to one bad session. I'm not going to go into a whole post-mortem on this. I think the 3 more tests to play, and the Indians are mentally tough players. They play good cricket, and I'm fully confident they will bounce back in the series. It's only 25% of the series over. I mean, advantage to Australia and to Justin Langer, and the kind of work he's put in as a coach since he's taken over. It all comes out in sessions like this. You get your chance and bang, you're in. You close the door, and that's the end of the game. It's like Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool team.
Fair point. And Wayne, I'd like to ask you this, because the Australians seem to bowl an impeccable line and length, because they made the Indian batsmen play, and the amount of pressure created even pushed someone like a Virat Kohli to chase one delivery that he was probably leaving in the first innings. What do you have to say about that sustained pressure that Cummins and Hazelwood in particular applied in the morning?
That's exactly what they would have sat down in that team dressing room and with Troy Cooley, the Australian pace bowling coach, and they would have had their plans in place. But look, they've always got their plans, but the way that the Australians delivered on those plans was the crucial part of it. And look, to put the pressure was mentioned there on Virat Kohli, the world's best batsman, and just forcing him to make a mistake that was incredible. But the crucial part was every opportunity the Australians had, they grabbed. They did not let one, they didn't grasp one. It was pressure the whole time. And the Indians didn't respond to it very well. It's going to be a long way back. Sachin saying, look, the series only 25% over. And that is mathematically correct. Gee, it's a long way back when the captain is now on a plane and heading back to his home country, and the injury to Shami as well, so replacement player required there. So, look, the impact that I think it's going to have is going to be fairly far-reaching for a little while, certainly right through this summer now.
Having said that, how difficult was it batting at the Adelaide Oval? Because we saw India got around 240 in the first innings. Australia too had a tough time in the first innings. Tim Payne played extremely well, and that was the difference between the two sides. Not the typical Adelaide wicket, or was it the pink ball that made it difficult for the batsmen?
The typical Adelaide pitch that they used was always referred to with a red ball test match. Now it's a pink ball test match, and that pitch has had to just have some changes to those characteristics. It was a bit flat and a little bit lame the last couple of times. So Damien Hoffa was world class, no doubt about that. There was a tiny bit more grass. It just has changed, and it's suited for a bit of activity with that pink ball. So yeah, that traditional Adelaide pitch, I think, has changed noticeably now that the pink ball is being used.
Sachin, as Wayne mentioned, the captain is on his way back, and Mohammad Shami getting injured is also a blow. Psychologically, how do you see the team deal with such a situation moving ahead?
They don't have a choice. They've got to deal with it. And see, Rohit Sharma's with them, though he won't be there for the test match because of the quarantine rules. But Ajinkya Rahane is a good captain. He'll get the boys together. And I won't even think our aim would be. We've got to try and play. We've got to try and get the test match in Melbourne into 5 days. I think that's where we'd have to start. Shastri's been a very good captain over the years. A mentally tough cricketer who played way above his ability. Played the West Indies quick. So I mean, they know. I think this is the mental game now. We've got to go to the test match, and we are scarred. There's no doubt about that. As Flipper would say, it's a long way back, but someone's got to walk on that road on the long way back. And no better team than the current Indian team to do it. I'd back them to put up a better performance in Melbourne, whether they win or not or draw. It's a matter of time, we'll know. But I'd really back them to give it 100% and to come back. I think they're up for a fight, but against this Australian team might be difficult. But as it's a glorious game of uncertainties, anything can happen here. I'd hope for that at least.
All right, and Wayne, any concluding remarks as we move ahead? Now they've got a long break, and as one of the commentators rightly pointed out, India definitely have a lot to think because they've got a lot more time now. And other than that, Australia definitely are quite jubilant. What would you say about the week ahead leading into the next test?
Well, look, I mean, it'll be very interesting to see how India go about it and get themselves settled and organised and focused on the MCG for the Boxing Day test. The Australians they had a glorious day today here in Adelaide. Went up to a couple of Adelaide's finest wineries and enjoyed themselves and really did put their feet up and relax and thoroughly enjoy that well-deserved victory. But I mean, the situation we've got with my home side, the Australian side, David Warner, if he presents himself as fit and ready to go, well, who then do they make room? I mean, they will make room for David Warner, a world-class player in good form. So to have him back and being fit. So, someone may well miss out from that incredibly well-performed team, and we'll just have to wait and see for a few days. We'll get through Christmas and see them come out at the MCG on Boxing Day.
Sachin, any concluding remarks from you and any other questions for Wayne? If I think he may have been at the ground for some time as well.
Wayne, my apologies. You didn't get a full quota of wine in yesterday.
Very disappointed with your home stuff, with your boys, Sachin. Very disappointed.
No, my boys won't disappoint you in the next test match. That's a promise. We'll give it our best and let's see what happens. I mean, I think we'll prepare well for the next Test match. It all depends on what wicket the MCG boys put up for us. The old friends there, Mark Anderson and the rest of them. What kind of pitches they put up for us? Tell me, what kind of a lead did they? Was there much AFL played towards the? I mean, because of the lockdown in Melbourne, did they get on the MCG and play a lot of AFL? I think that would be a factor. On I know the pitches are dropping, but that would be a factor, I reckon, for the next Test match here.
All right, Wayne, do you know if any of the AFL was played? In Melbourne, as there was a lockdown, so if that will have an impact.
It shouldn't have any great impact at all. No, there was no AFL played there at the MCG, so it's had a real breather. They've done some works to it and that type of thing. But from a pitch point of view, I think it'll have those same characteristics that we know. It'll be hard work for the pace bowlers for sure. We'll come back to that red ball, and it might just start to satisfy and enthuse Nathan Lyon as well. He'll enjoy bowling there at the MCG. He's got good numbers there, good results. And the Indians, look, they look to be struggling a touch against him. They did in that first innings. He looked to be in good control. So, look, I'd love to see the dot points on that Indian team meeting, those things that they're going to go through and make sure they've got to get right to ensure that they can send this MCG test into a fifth day.
Right, gentlemen, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure as always. Wayne, it was great to have you on these two shows about your beloved Adelaide. And once things are obviously a lot more normal, we hope we can meet in person very soon. I know Sachin definitely is waiting to fly down to Australia, and I must say so am I.
Well, I assure you, we're so happy that he can't.
Mate, I'll come and get you. I'll come looking for you.
All right.
You'll find me, mate. You know you will. Well done, guys. Thanks as always.
All the best. Merry Christmas, mate. All the best. God bless.
You too, my friend. Good lad. Stay safe.
Bye.